Welcome everyone to a restoration project I'm going to be doing on this 3-star pipe by Lee that I snagged on eBay. A good reference for pipe by Lee's would be Parsimonious Piper. I'll put a link down in the description if you want to learn more about pipes by Lee. They're very high quality pipes. This is a 3-star. It's a 7-pointed star, which puts it in the 40s to 50s range. Things I'm going to be doing to this pipe is, of course, cleaning just the overall pipe. But the main thing is this stem is cocked. It has a metal tenon, screw-in tenon, and it is come offline from years of use, so it just sits a little bit cocked. I'm going to get this thing straight, and how I'm going to do that is with heat. So I will show you that. I'm going to show you a lot of my things that I use for restorations, tools, equipment that you can have. You don't have to have a buffing wheel. I've got a solution for your buffing wheel. We've got sanding pads. We've got different solutions. So hang on and I will get that all laid out for you and show you what I am using. Just to show you some of the things I will be using. This restoration, of course, we'll be using some pipe cleaners. I'm going to be using a reamer to ream it out. We'll be using lots of little sanding discs and sanding sticks. Some Murphy's oil soap, very good stuff for cleaning, highly recommended. A little brush here. We've got a little pick here for picking out fills. We've got our polishing waxes. We'll be using some of those. As far as a polishing wheel goes, I use a regular drill that has a fitting like this with this, and I can hold the drill with my hand and do the polishing afterwards. Also, we'll be using a lighter to heat up the tenon to get it put back into place. First thing I am going to do is I am going to ream the pipe. This is a fairly large bowl. We're going to see which one fits better first. We will use that one first and go to this one. Nah, that won't fit. That one last, so we'll do those two. These are pretty handy little gadgets. You stick it in there and you can see all that I've got reamed. Looking down into the bowl. Still have some cake on this side. Don't necessarily want to take it down to bare wood, but you want to make sure that it's really smooth inside and you don't have a bunch of pits. Looks pretty good. I don't know if this one will fit. It's going to take it down to bare wood, so I'm happy with that. I'm going to continue working on the inside of the bowl. We'll be right back. This is a dirty job. But now I am kind of wrapping my finger with this sandpaper. Just going around the bowl, getting it nice and smooth, and even. I've got a pretty good looking bowl inside. Nice and smooth, no pits, no cracks. This is awesome. Now we're going to address the overall bowl, especially the top of the bowl. Just going to add me a little Murphy's oil soap. A little bit of water in there. I'm going to take this bowl. I like your sanding and topping the bowl, but I'm just using a rag to see what I can get off without having to top the bowl or sand the bowl, but it doesn't look like it's going to come off, so we're probably going to have to use some sandpaper. Since we've got the Murphy's oil soap out, let's just go ahead and give it an overall clean. You can start to see some of the very nice green in this pipe. I'm super excited about it. I know Parsimonious will appreciate this one. Some beautiful bird's eye. All right, we're gonna have to use a little bit of wet sandpaper here. I'll use a sanding pad to see if I can get it, because this is about a 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 grit. Let's see if we can get anything off. Okay, we're starting to get something. We may do a contrast stain on this because it's, as you can see, I'm starting to take a little bit of that finish off, which I knew was gonna happen. Years and years and years and years of cake on this rim. All right, I'm gonna continue to work on the bowl because I want to make sure it's all even. I don't want any splotchiness. I'm gonna be very detailed about this, so I won't bore you with all the sanding. I don't have the right color stain. You can see there, it's just brown. I do have some ox blood. So I'm gonna try something. I can always get it back off if I don't. So this may be a failed experiment, but I do not want to wait on going and getting the right color stain right now. I will put some on order because I have one more pipe going, so I just need to find something I can do a little mixing with. Dab it a little color there. I'm gonna mix it with a little bit of red. Hopefully it'll give me that correct stain. All right, the coloring seems to have worked. Mixing the ox blood with the dark walnut. So experiment is a success. And now it looks just like it did. So chalk that one up for a one of the 10% times I'm correct. Still gonna get a little more of that in here on the side. And voila, it matches perfectly. Just a little ox blood and dark walnut. Cha-ching. Now we're going to address the stem. I've got the stinger on there, which I do not care for. So I will be removing that. As you can see, you just pull it out like that. And it is very caked up. So we will drop him off and say good riddance to him. Now, another useful tool, steel wool. I'm going to clean off this tenon. Make it shiny like new. Look at that. Looks brand new. Now we're going to heat it. So we can get the glue loosened. Just right on the tip. Don't want it to touch the rubber of the vulcanite stem. You will melt it. Once I think I have it heated enough, go ahead and give it a shot and see if we can get it turned. There it goes, just right there. Now it's straight. Now we'll let this sit so the glue can set, and it is no longer cocked sideways. The heat loosened the glue that's up in here that's screwed in. That way I can turn it to where I want it to be set. And now it is set perfectly. Okay, we've also used steel wool on the metal insert to clean it up, make it look new. Now that, yep, the glue has set. We should see that the stem is perfectly aligned, stars straight down the middle. It is no longer cocked to the side. And the glue is hardened, so it shouldn't shift. If it does, we can unshift it. All right, now we're going to work on the stem. The stem is got some tooth marks there. Nothing bad. It's in really good shape. There's a little tooth mark there. I can get that out with a little bit of heat. What I'll do is let's see if I got something that I can show you. I've got a little knife here. There it is. What I'm going to do is I'm going to heat this little knife. And I'm just going to touch it. You see that just kind of just touched it, and it's made it swell. And it should remove that tooth mark. It is smooth as can be. Now when I sand it, you will not see the tooth mark. You don't see any kind of a chatter or tooth mark on the top. We're lucky with that one. So let's get to doing some sanding on the stem. For the first few meshes, I used water. And once I get into these finer meshes, I switch and don't use water to polish up these stems. This one is very tedious because it's so small. It's hard to get a grip on it. But I'll just go down to a finer grit until I get to the last grit. Saddle stem is just very tedious work. Warning, there's going to be some sounds. I don't know how loud that's going to be on camera. Let's get that out of the way. Let's place this back in the pipe. And here's my sanding wheel. I bought this pack with a bunch of little polishing discs off of Amazon. It just fits right into your just a warning, when you first get them, all these little strings, maybe some strings will come out too, but eventually. So there we go. I may mute that. I'm going to start with some. Where's my white diamond? Here's my white diamond. White diamond. Our first coat of white diamond. White diamond is a little more coarse than our carnauba, but it does a pretty good job. One thing to note when you are using make sure you hold this pipe, because it will, if you're not watching, it will catch and sling it completely out of your hands. All right, next I'll show you the final pictures. Here's a final look. A little fuzz right there from the polish.